Considering all the love Cadillac heaped on mega-size V8s in the previous century, it's nice to see this brand embracing smaller, more efficient engines such as the 2.0-litre turbocharged four-cylinder powering the ATS sedan reviewed here. 4 years ago, Cadillac aimed its compact coupe and sedan at BMW's heart with evil intent. Since then, the ATS's powertrain lineup has been enhanced with an all-new 3.6-litre V6 with auto stop-start and cylinder deactivation, more torque for the 2.0-litre 4, an all-wheel drive option, and an 8-speed paddle-shifted automatic in place of the original 6-speed auto. All-wheel drive, introduced in 2014, partners well with the ATS's smallest displacement engine. Cadillac's strategy with this combo is to provide all-weather mobility, competitive performance, a zest for back roads, and 20 or more miles per gallon of premium. Last year, Cadillac engineers upped the twin-scroll turbo engine's output with more boost, increasing max manifold pressure from 20 to 24 pounds per square inch raised the torque plateau from 260 lb-ft to 295. While the original torque curve was flat from 1700 to 5500 revolutions per minute, the new one still holds steady from 3000 to 4600 revolutions per minute. Peak power is the same 272 horsepower at 5500 revolutions per minute, and the engine revs to 7000 revolutions per minute. Counter-rotating balance shafts, electronically controlled engine mounts, and effective sound deadening work to bar vibration from the cabin. What you hear in normal driving is a polite whir. All-wheel drive adds 170 pounds to the ATS's curb weight, but the system works unobtrusively until you notice the extra traction pulling you through a snowdrift. A Borg-Warner-supplied box appended to the transmission contains an electronically controlled clutch that routes torque to the front wheels on demand. Sensors monitor a dozen or so variables to inform the controller when the rear wheels need help. A differential bolted to the engine's oil sump drives the front wheels via equal-length half-shafts. In spite of the extra mass, our ATS premium test car easily out-hustled the 2.0-litre stick-shift rear-wheel drive model we tested. The sprint to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds and the blast through the quarter-mile in 14.1 seconds also beats the BMW 320i and the Mercedes-Benz C300 4MATIC, but not an Audi A4 Quattro. The additional torque, traction, and gear ratios make the ATS quick on its feet. The 2540R18 Michelin Primacy all-season tyres fitted to the all-wheel drive ATS unfortunately diminished cornering grip and stopping performance. We measured 0.86 grams on the skid pad, which is slightly less adhesion than the Audi, the BMW, and the Mercedes mustered in our tests. The Cadillac's 167-foot 70-toes IMF braking distance falls between the Audi's exemplary 155 feet and the Benz's 177 feet. There are howls of protest when the Michelins wilt at the limit, but in every other respect this ATS strives to please a determined driver. Tightly controlled body motions and high steering efforts support the quick climb through spins. The brake pedal provides excellent feedback for using every shred of stopping power. A mod control button on the console offers a sports setting with sharper steering response and a more aggressive shift schedule. You can command the transmission with the console lever or the elegant, polished magnesium steering wheel pedals. Doing its best to mimic a manual, this automatic holds each gear until the driver requests a higher or lower ratio. Our nearly top-spec ATS Premium started at $48,205 with the 2.0-litre turbo and all-wheel drive. This powertrain can be had starting at $38,240. Luxuries, such as a head-up display, an 8.0-inch touchscreen with navigation, and basic safety assists such as blind spot monitoring and lane keeping assist are included. 6 options. Leather trim $1,295, a power sunroof $1,050, Polished 18-inch wheels $850. A cold weather package $600. Metallic paint $495. And floor mats $225. Lifted the tab to $52,720. The stitched leather seats, 7 chunks of deep grain supplewood African lumber resembling mahogany, and gloss black center stack trim help the ATS feel comfortable among blue blood competitors. Cadillac's latest, faster-acting Q infotainment system has been upgraded to include 4G LTE Wi-Fi connectivity. It's now compatible with Apple CarPlay, but Android users must wait until later this model year to mirror smartphone functions on the touchscreen. The shiny black center stack is every perp's worst enemy because it logs fingerprints better than a police blotter. Touch-sensitive surfaces commanding everything from the audio volume to the seat heater setting take some getting used to. The same is true of the clumsy 4-way rocker switches located on the horizontal steering wheel spokes. The coolest feature in the ATS's cockpit is a large cubby hidden behind the motorized, vertical faceplate, which is the perfect spot to charge your phone either wirelessly or using the USB port inside. The ATS's back seat, which is perched atop a carpeted platform, is not visually inviting. Contrary to that first impression, rear accommodations are reasonably suitable for 2 adults, with ample room for all body parts. There's a handy fold-down armrest with cup holders, a storage bin, and a porthole to the cargo hold. The rear backrest splits and folds to help the small, 10 cubic foot trunk swallow extra booty. Given our laundry list of ATS strengths, this thought may have entered your mind: if this Cadillac is so good, why does the BMW 3 and 4 Series team outsell the ATS 5-1? 40 years of compact sport sedan practice have made BMW a tough nut to crack. 4 other marques also are elbowing Cadillac to take their shots at the class master. Finally, some prospective buyers may be put off by the visual similarity extending throughout Cadillac's 4-car lineup. But give GM's prestige brand some credit for working hard to wheedle its way into the sports sedan game with methodical improvements to the ATS.
Yeah.